So I've done murals before. Yeah, I've done murals before on walls, but walls don't seem as intimidating as a canvas. So we're about to see. This is a trial. This is a test trial on this big canvas that I just posted in one of my reels. I think it's like a 24 by. It's like a 24 by something. 24 by gigantic. 24 by gigante. And I'm trial testing this one because I have somebody who's asking me for a big painting. And because I've only been painting for like a year, I haven't done big paintings. You know, when I started painting like a little over a year ago, my biggest size was like an 8 by 10, and then I got enough courage to go to a 12 by 9, and then 11 by 14s, and then some 10 by 10s, and then some 12 by 12s, and then really got brave with a 16 by 20. Now I do mostly 16 by 20s is what I mostly do now, which is, that's cool, right? Because it's bigger. But I'm about to take a leap from so 18 by 24, that's the biggest that I've done. I did a commission for a good buddy of mine on an 18 by 24, and that turned out pretty well. But we're going 18 by 24 to 24 by super monster by 48 or something like that. Like I can't even remember what the size is. It's freaking me out so much. So I realize if I'm gonna paint on a canvas that big, I can't do it with brush heads that are like this. So I'm taking a trip to my local hardware store, and I'm gonna try to pick up some of those cheap, bigger brushes, because I can't do, like I say, first of all, it'll take me forever. Second of all, I'm not going to get that loose stroke that I want. And this landscape's pretty minimal. Thank goodness the request is for minimal. So, going to be dropping a little bit of land, some little pops of trees, and mostly a gigantic blue sky. So it's mostly going to be sky, which will be good. And this one is probably going to be one of those that I'm going to work on more than just today. So probably do it. I got to draw it as soon as I get back. I got to draw it. I'm going to draw it on there in advance. Then a little bit of walnut oil. And then a prayer. And then it's time. It's time to make it happen. So what scares you guys? Like, what is it that scares you? Like, hey, what's going on, Char? I was just talking about this gigantic painting I'm about to do. I've never done a painting this big. It's like 24 by, I don't know, super giant. Bigger than my arms can reach. And about 2 feet. 2 feet by 4 feet, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I've just never done anything this big before, so I'm kind of freaking out. But I also realize that I don't have big enough brushes to do a painting like this. So, hey, what's up, Amelia? So, yeah, I got to get some bigger brushes because that canvas is gigantic. And right now I only have brushes, my widest brushes. I got a number 16, which is good because I mostly do 16 by 20s, kind of small works and stuff I do on eBay. But this thing is going to be big. Like, again, 4 feet by 2 feet or 3 feet or something like that. I just posted it in my reels. I can't even remember the size of how big it's going to be. I blocked it out already. I'm so nervous about this. But fortunately, this is a kind of give it a test shot because I do have somebody who is asking for a commission and they want a big painting. So here we go. Hey, what's going on? Hey. So anyway, it's coming. I got this big painting and I'm about to go. I'm going to do it when I get back. I've been putting this off for like 3 or 4 months. I've had that canvas, that big canvas, still wrapped in plastic for like 3 or 4 months. So what scares you guys? Tell me. What about art? Is there any size that's just so big that it freaks you out or too small? Because this big painting is kind of freaking me out. And I guess it's because it's like big, right? So I feel like I don't know, you can't really mess up with painting because you can just like scrape it off and paint it over again. I mean, I get it. So I've done enough paintings in a year now to where I know that I could just like scrape it off and start all over again. But at the same time, I'm like, oh man, what if I mess this up? I guess that's part of it though. Like I did that fruit thing the other day, and man, that was a total rant. I don't think I'm ever gonna go on and rant for 3 hours again. That was insane. I just wanted to paint and have somebody there to struggle with me the way through. So we made it through. But anyway, this is just a quick post. I'm just going to the store. I don't think this is one of those I'm gonna put up on my feed or anything. And just talking to a few people who jumped on and said, "Hey, what's happening?" And I gotta go get some brushes. My local hardware store. But yeah, the big painting is kind of scaring me. The only thing that I'm thankful for is that it is a minimal. It's a minimal work. So like the painting, if it's this tall, but like 3 or 4 feet or whatever, then most of it's going to be blue sky, and then the bottom is going to be some little greenery and stuff. That's what my commissioner wants, right? So yeah, gonna be buying some big brushes so I can get some good brush strokes because they still like my style, right? They dig the style, they dig the brush strokes and so forth. So I just got to get some bigger brush strokes or some bigger brushes. And who knows? I might turn into a giant painter where I paint giant stuff. I eventually want to draw giant stuff too. Like I've been drawing a lot with my charcoal. Been doing those 12 by 18s. Those have been going really cool. Super awesomely, fantastically cool. Those have been going good. But I'm ready to get some big, maybe like, 3-foot rolls of paper that I can roll out and do some like 5 by 3s or something. Just really get big, stuff that can go out. That's another thing that freaks me out. So 2021 is the year to do freak out stuff for me. This is the year that I said I was going to do everything that freaked me out. So this big giant painting is one of them. The other day I did a painting with a cardboard, a piece of cardboard. So my goal was to paint with other things other than a brush. And I was going to draw more this year. So I've already started that. So between the few things that I've got picked in the freak out list, I mean, it's only March and I've already done a couple of them, but once I get this big painting underneath me, I'm probably going to figure out that it's easy. Just step back away from it and get the same image that I'll get from a small painting, but who knows? Who knows? But hey, it's facing the fear, right? So that's what I wanted to talk about. So just all of us, that I think that's a common theme probably for most of us, is just facing fear. And that's what I'm doing. Just encouraging everybody to go big this year. Like, if you've been waiting to go big, then don't wait anymore. Like, stop waiting on going big. Like, just do like in the next month, just do whatever freaks you out. What's up, Bill? Bill, I'm about to do a gigantic painting, like 24 by like 36 or something like that, 48, I think. Anyway, I just posted it on my reel. The thing is gigantic, so I got to go to Home Depot, which I'm pulling up to right now. I realized I only have like little small brushes for like my 16 by 20s. And this big commission that I'm doing, it's a big landscape. Uh, this is actually a test trial before I do the commission, but I realize I'm going to need bigger brushes. Yeah, I know, right? I was just talking before you jumped on here. There's Elaine. What's going on, Elaine? I was just talking about going big this year for everybody. This is my year to do freak out stuff. So, I started doing charcoal drawings for the first time this year. I told myself I was going to do that. It seems to be going well. I've actually sold a couple of those freakishly. That freaked me out. And now I'm going to do this giant painting. I've done murals before, but there's something about a canvas that's freaking me out. Like, I know I could scrape it all off and start over again, but I don't know. I just feel like there's something about this big painting that is really messing with my head, even though I've done paintings on walls before. No problem. Not a problem, Elaine. I'm glad you stopped by. Do what you got to do. But yeah, I realize that this is my year to do freak out stuff. So, the one thing that freaks me out the most, I've actually had this canvas that I'm about to paint on today. I've actually had this canvas for like 3 or 4 months. I just keep looking at it and saying, nope, not today. Nope, not today. Nope, not today. But this is the year. 2021 is my do freakishly big, scary thing. So, that's what it's about. Chunking in some painting on these giant canvases is super scary. Did you do a smaller? I didn't do it. Actually, so here's what I did. This is a good one. Yeah, tell me about it. Abstract flowers. Yeah, I love that. I loved your abstracts, Elaine. That was so freaking cool that you did that. I was excited for that, and I showed it to my wife, and she loved that painting, by the way. So Bill, on this one, someone saw one of my smaller pieces, and it is a 16 by 20, and they said, duplicate that piece. So technically, I do have a smaller paint study. So that's a really good point. I need to make sure that if I'm going to do big ones going forward, I'll do some smaller ones first. That's a really good point. This one, fortunately, yeah, no, absolutely, Elaine. This one, fortunately, I've already got a 16 by 20. I know what the colors need to be. I know everything already. So that's a little less on the freak out factor. It's just the fact that it's so big. Like, I think I'm going to be fine. It's oil, so even if I run out of paint, which I don't think I'm going to do, then I'll have time to buy more paint tomorrow. So yeah, gotcha. I had that kind of request. Oh, wow, yeah. So see, I've never done anything this big before, other than painting walls, right? So painted big walls before, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like I can. And I didn't use oil. I used a bunch of acrylic, and this is going to be oil. Yeah, I never do a study. I've done as big as 150 by 50. Yeah, and that's my next commission. I already have somebody that says they want to do 2 giant canvases side by side, kind of a continuous thing. So I got to get big. I've done small work and people are digging it, but they're wanting it bigger. So I got to I'm going to get out of my comfort zone again and jump into this big boy that I'm about to do. So I'm just encouraging everybody to go big, right? Like all the stuff you've been afraid of and all the stuff that's kind of scaring you, or you're saying, I'll do that, you keep saying you're going to do it and you don't do it. I'm just saying, do it. Just do it. Yeah. And then treat each section as an individual piece. Yep. That's coming. That's coming because the commission that I've got that's coming soon for the wall that's going to be happening, they're going to need 2 canvases. Oh, so I mean, it's cool because the ability to produce some bigger work. I mean, it's definitely a different kind of pricing structure. I'm gonna figure out the whole like different kind of like shipping thing. I don't know. You guys may need to help me out with like some of this stuff that's big, but yeah, my plan is also to do some 3x5s, 3 foot by 5 foot charcoal drawings and some acrylic washes and stuff like that. So yeah, the goal is big this year. So anyway, I'm gonna go get some brushes, and then I'm gonna reconnect with everybody when I get started drawing the thing. But just wanted to throw a little encouragement everybody's way. If you haven't gone big, this is your year. This is your year to go big. Go big. So I just hey, what's going on, Jim? I'm at your favorite place. I'm at Home Depot. I'm picking up some brushes. I got a big painting coming up. Big, like 4 foot by 2 foot or 3 foot. So I realized that my little tiny brushes aren't going to cut it. I got to go get some of those bigger brushes. So I'm going to go in and buy some cheap, big painting brushes at Home Depot. Yeah, Elaine, I think it's going to be super cool. And I just want to share with everybody, like I said, go big this year. Do stuff you've never done before. Don't put it off. Jump into the deep end without your floaties on, and then figure it all out, right? All right, so I'm going to go in and buy some brushes, but I'll reconnect later when I start drawing out this big painting later today. Talk to you guys later. Peace.